Hi, dear friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel, and thanks for watching this video. Today, we'll discuss one of the essays written by our student, and I'll explain why I want to analyze this essay with you. The reason is simple. This essay contains very interesting and important mistakes made by many students. This will be very useful for self-study students and our course students. Let's get started. So you can see that the essay topic is about governments investing money in cosmic research. So the topic is about whether you agree that governments need to invest money in cosmic research or not. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Let's pay attention to the introduction part. Most people claim that governments should fund space research. First of all, we can't paraphrase some people with most people. The reason is simple because most doesn't mean some. We can paraphrase some with many, for example, a group of people, according to some individuals, and so on. This sentence can lead to some positive consequences in the future. This sentence could have been linked to the first sentence, and according to them, it can lead to positive consequences. This is not mentioned in the topic, but the writer can add, and he would have linked two simple sentences into one more complex. However, in my opinion, governments shouldn't invest a huge amount of money in the cosmic sector. First of all, I wanted to mention the point that, according to the writer, he generally disagrees. He thinks that it is not logical. So, in the first body paragraph, he tries to, let's say, find some grounds, some reasons why it can be done. In the second paragraph, however, he's strongly opposing to this decision. But we need to remember that in our introduction, it is better to provide a clear opinion of writers. So we need to show our clear opinion. So here he could have written like, although in some cases it can seem logical to do this, I generally believe that investing such huge amounts of money in this sector doesn't seem to be practical these days, like this. Space research, cosmic research can be paraphrased, and generally in this cosmic field we can say, admittedly, space research can be beneficial to humanity because some technological developments were born thanks to cosmic research and developments. Well, developments, weird. And we need to mention that this money, it deserves these investments to some extent in some specific cases. A case in point can be the internet, because internet is a unique thing that we need to mention. Nowadays, almost all people are users of phones and computers. That's why speed internet is essential. So, and why does it deserve money? Why do we need to develop internet, and how is internet connected with this cosmic research? This is a bit unclear, and the writer needs to present the view regarding the internet, such developments as the internet, why this money is to some extent can be, let's say, justified, and how it's essential, how is it related to developments, it's a bit unclear. Through satellites, the writer wanted to mention the speed internet reaches users, thanks to which you need to here there is a gap between explanation sentences. We need to explain that cosmic research investments can help to develop the industry of satellites, which provide speedy internet connection, and as many people and many people's jobs and governmental issues, let's say, depend on stable internet connection. It's good to, it's a wise investment. We can say like this. It's appropriate. It deserves this money. So then it suffers from natural conditions such as low carter wood and so on, on a habitable planet. So this is a very good argument, and first of all, we need to mention that the writer has no linkers, and you see, first of all, he talks about let's say the argument number one, development, and argument number two, or another benefit is that let's say different or various problems lead it to be an uninhabitable planet. This is an article problem, and so on, and etc. and so on, aren't recommended ways of creating sentences, and I don't recommend that you use such phrases in your essays. I'll talk about this in my next video, why I don't recommend. And if you pay attention, we needed at least mention why, let's say, it deserves this money, why, let's say, we need to invest in, let's say, other planets and cosmic research on other planets, um, and why can't we, let's say, solve the problems of Earth? Why do I say this? This is because in the second body paragraph, the writer, as his stronger position is to disagree with this, he mentions that in the second paragraph, you'll see this, that instead of investing money, spending money on unrealistic aims, he actually calls exploring Mars and other planets unrealistic aims. But why does he mention it here? This is the illogical part of this essay. However, the planet we live is inhabited currently, and the best safeguard against doomsday scenario can be strict regulations of government. Doomsday scenario is a bit weird phrase actually, because yeah, we can expect that the life on Earth is not, say, forever, but at least this phrase is a bit weird here. Against private and companies. This phrase is also weird, that pollute our atmosphere and soil, transfer humanity to other special Mars, transferring, not transfer, transferring, or helping, and not transfer, it should be helping or the migration of people, or um, the inhabitation, or let's say choosing their let's say relocation, we can say, but not transfer. We have a number of ways to mention, like inhabiting new places, inhabiting new planets, or settling new destinations, or creating colonies. Um, Migrating to new planets such as Mars seems illogical because an unachievable dream today, and scale of it what, or the project of money, a bit strange. Instead of spending money on unrealistic aims, governments must apply to it on the emission of carbon. As I said before, in the first paragraph, body paragraph, he mentions that it's a good way, but here he mentions that it's unrealistic way. The conflict of arguments, because both first and the second paragraphs are the writer's opinions here. Local authorities have to develop green energy project and turn it into the main source of energy. In some places of our planet, people suffer from famine. Instead of investing in unimportant aims, governments should prevent starvation. First of all, we can see that these two sentences repeat each other. Actually, he has mentioned that they are unimportant, unachievable, and mentioning this again is unnecessary. It's enough to mention that they are unrealistic, and that's why governments need to focus on real problems of the Earth, of our planet Earth, and they need to take important steps in, let's say, in providing urgent solutions for the existing problems. And he could just compare that the funding for the existing problems and funding for creating new colonies on, let's say, other planets. I admit that investing money in cosmic research here in cosmic industry is necessary in some situations. The writer hasn't finished the sentence because I admit that something is important like this. Nevertheless, I strongly believe the government should decrease funding and put attention on Earth. Pay attention will be better on Earth problems. Okay, generally this essay is not bad, but there are many confusing moments, especially one of them being the problem of the argument. It's a very rude mistake made by this author. Repetition in body paragraph 2, the same idea is repeated again and again, which affects task response and coherence cohesion. This essay is between 6 and 7. Actually, I put 7 for coherence cohesion, but I think that it's closer to 6. Um, there are some moments on which the writer needs to work, let's say linking topic to the issue of money, linking topic to the issue of, let's say, explaining why these developments deserve this money. Some moments are very important for this case. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. I think that this will be very useful for all of you. Thank you. See you. Bye.